willing and unwilling, into a school of dot. And our competition is to be a dot. So like the elevator, are you going up or down? Don't lie to me about your fatwas and what you think of Sharia. You're either going up or down. Then the example of the chair. So every time you have bad character in your home and with your friends and relatives and family member, who's on your chair right now? Is it your devil, is it your nafs, or is it your soul? If you're very humble, nukth, that's the soul, not saying anything, being quiet. If you're outspoken, it's your nafs. If you're angry and aggressive and violent, it's your devil. So you can't play with those examples. You can't say, no, this is allowed in Sharia. What are you talking about is allowed in Sharia? That's why these nuts are teaching people. Some people say, no, I'm like Umar Farooq, I can be very aggressive with people. I say, astaghfirullah, don't mention these companions, you don't even know their reality. You're nothing like any character like that. They achieved supreme nukth, they supreme nothing in the presence of Prophet. As a result, Allah addressed them with fire from Jahannam to burn people. This is not the character and nafs of people. So then they simplify our religion. There's no debates, no madhabs, no none of these things. Just are you on a path to being a nukth? And in our home it become very simple now. Am I nukth or one? I want to post something, am I a nukth or one? Am I trying to do this and give this advice to somebody, am I a nukth or one? And then when we talked about it in the home, then the nukhs became angry. It's a path to sainthood. So the men, they were supposed to be with their shaykh. Why? Because they're all ones. Like a walnut, very hard. Their heart and heads are like walnuts, hard, because Allah gave them a hard shell to deal with dunya. So they accompany the shaykh, they learn from the shaykh, they learn the realities in the process, and as a result of the tajalli, the teachings and the atmosphere, they learned how to be a nukht, a dot. They learned how, and they are in the process of learning how to efface, just like the whole reality. If they become a nukht to the shaykh, then they become a one wherever they are. Because the nukht, wherever it goes, it has the hidden reality of one from Allah's presence, right? Because they have the hadith. So when the one comes into the home, he has the dress of one because he is representing Allah, he's representing Sayyidina Muhammad. As a result, he's to be treated as a one, respected, admired, all of the faculties of the reality of Prophet. If he truly took a path to be a nukht and he's following the teachings, he's true to those teachings, Allah gives this is a one in your home. He's the imam in the home, and that's why Allah puts such an importance on the believing families and the believing men. And then the nukht inside the house wants to be a one, wants to go everywhere and act like everything. So, but that's not the role that Allah gave to you, and by pretending to be a one you will never reach sainthood. Just like you say, I'm going to pretend to be a one with the shaykh. Every time he asks something I'm going to ask a question and outdo him. Every time he wants to talk I'll talk also. Every time he wants to do that you're not going to get anywhere. That's where Sayyidina Khidr says, well this is where me and you we part. So either you're going to be on or I'm going to be on, and you're going to be off and I'm going to be on. We have to have a binary system for this to work. That's why in Surat Al-Kahf it didn't work. Nabi Musa is a big one, but he came to reach the Muhammadan haqqaiq in which he had to learn to turn off. So then who became the one in that relationship? Sayyidina Khidr salam. But he warned them, you're not going to stay with me, you're not going to have the patience, because the information you have is less, is little compared to the knowledges I'm going to teach you. And the difficulty in the binary code made their relationship to split, because he kept trying to turn himself on and saying, I know what you're doing is wrong. He said, look, you came to receive and I would give, but if you're going to turn it around and give, well then that's not the relationship Allah sent in this event, and we have to part. And it gives now the daleel, if you don't act like a one, the relationship is broken. So when people are coming and acting like a one, the relationship with their shaykh will break. And that's why then the teachings in the tariqah that turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off, then that person is being trained on how to be off. But when they go to their home, they're supposed to be on, because they have to guide the home, they have to protect the home, they have to give all of the teachings and isharat for the home. And then the nukth says, well, I want to do all of these things. Why you have to do it? So, but your path to sainthood was to submit, like I submitted to the shaykh, you submit to me. And as a result of submitting, being patient, I don't really like what you do like that, I do like that, I do like that. It's okay, I don't like what the shaykh did either, but I take it. I have many different ideas, I don't think he implements them that way. So it doesn't matter, they didn't ask your opinion. So you took a path in which to be a nukth. Well, you don't think anybody has an opinion here? There's 1,000 opinions if you open up the floodgate, but you learn to suppress them and follow. Same for home. The tranquility of the home would be in a paradise reality, and that's how the women would have reached sainthood. Not by competing to be a one, but to be a nukht, in which I hear and I'm trying my best to listen, but everybody has character flaws, so there's going to be aggravation and aggression, but it was the path to sainthood. If that's not understood, then difficult days are coming. So it doesn't mean anybody's going to listen to us, because this is one of 10,000 subjects and all of them haven't been listened to. What's the difference on this one? It's not like people are samina wa ta'ana, now it's going to be impossible for us, they don't listen to it anyways. Just a warning that's coming. This is the heavenly system. The heavenly system that brings protection and safety for the home. If they're training to be nukht, they accept the imamiyah of the home, and as a result Allah brings rahmah and barakah into the home and a protection. If they want to take the hizb shaitan and the way of satanic empire, is well, everybody be a one, all the kids will also be one. Then you feel the presence of shaitan, because there'll be no peace in the home. You're yelling, screaming, yelling, screaming, yelling, screaming, yelling, screaming. Why? Because a whole bunch of ones and they don't go together. But because of the last days and because of difficulty, Allah begins to open up these oceans of difficulty, because the kingdom of Allah is coming upon the earth. That's why it's like the graves are open. When the kingdom of Allah is coming upon the earth and you see the alamat and the signs, means that the punishment that was in the grave now opens upon the earth.